If you just came across this video looking for free stuff, links in the description, but in this video I'm going to talk about everything you need to know to make your own end screen for your YouTube videos, show you the new one I made for myself, and I'll walk you through how to use that MOGRT file that you can download in the description if it fits! If you don't already know, an end screen is what you see in the last 20 seconds of a YouTube video, where you can link out to more of your videos, playlists, get people to subscribe to your channel. And YouTube actually has a lot of limitations on what you can actually do with that screen, where you can put all your different assets, things like that. So a couple weeks ago, I decided that I want to make a new one for myself, and I went Googling looking for the dimensions, but I was finding it very hard to find them in a 1920 by 1080 aspect ratio. I could find 1280 by 720, which is fine, and then I could have exported it out to 1920 by 1080 so I could just throw it into my timeline. But then I export a lot to 4K on YouTube because of YouTube's compression, and I didn't want anything weird to happen if I was upscaling it that much. Anyway, I bit the bullet, I did the math so that you don't have to. I'll talk you through the dimensions right now, but again, you can download a one sheet. I also left in there a Photoshop file, so everything is already set up for you and you can start designing your own. So when you're in a 1920 by 1080 aspect ratio, your usable space for your subscribe icon, video playlists, etc. is 1838 by 777. Your subscribe icon is a spherical 294 by 294. When someone hovers over that icon, there's a pop out of 813 by 345. And then you can have up to 3 videos or playlists that you can move around, and those are 615 by 345. And if someone's hovering over the video, the play bar will pop up, and that is 1920 by 135. Like I said at the top of this video, I started all this because I wanted to make a new end screen for myself. This is what I was using. And I could do better with just a static image with a little if it fits branding. I actually love things like this where there are a certain amount of restrictions that you have to work within, so I can try and figure out how to live within those restrictions but still make something that's fun and funny and a little different and interesting. Maybe even especially when it's something like this, which can almost be an afterthought. I mean, this is something that normally less than 50% of the people are actually seeing, but I want to make it a nice little surprise when you do get to the end of the video. And this is what I came up with.
Hey everyone, and welcome to my end screen. Here you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure to turn on alerts, ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. You can check out some of my films here, or click on this other thing that I have linked out to. Bye!
You might notice that that is actually 22 seconds, and that's because I wanted to do that little wipe in, because I thought it would make it feel a little more integrated into the actual video. Anyway, while I was making that, I thought, you know, why don't I just make a generic one that anyone can use, and that's what I did. So again, links in the description. You can download an MP4 version of this. Right now, if you're saying, Chris, that's great and all, but those aren't the colors I want. I want my social media handles in there. I want something that's unique to me, because it's all about you, isn't it? Well, you're right, it is, and that's why I included a motion graphics template file, or MOGRT file. But with a little more post-production savvy, you'll be able to customize it to your specific needs. I'll take you through that process right now. Okay, so I work in Adobe Premiere Pro. If you are using Final Cut, I don't think this is any good for you, because I don't think you can use this. So once you have the MOGRT file, download it, and in a folder, you want to go to Windows and open up your Essential Graphics panel. And then once that's open, in the bottom right corner, you will see this tab right here. Click on that. You will see the folder pop up. Navigate to the folder that it's in, open up the MOGRT file, and it will now be in your Essential Graphics panel. So you make your video, beep ba boop ba doop, and now you have a timeline going. All you have to do is drag and drop this in here. Give it a second, and you will have this beautiful motion graphic. Then all you have to do is go over to the Edit tab. You can change the colors of pretty much everything. That bottom layer, the other reveal layer, the background layer. You can come down here and change the handles for your social media. You can also change the color of that text and the social icon. I also made it so that you can move all of this stuff around. It doesn't have to live exactly where I put it. So you have position options for both the handles and the icons. And then I also give you opacity options. So if you don't have a Twitter handle or you don't want your LinkedIn on here, you can just take the opacity down to 0 and get rid of them. And now you're saying, well, this box looks a little too big for the 2 things that I have in here. And you know what? You would be right. So it gets too complicated if you try and adjust the actual size of the box. So what I just did was I gave you the opacity option, so you can just get rid of that box altogether. If you want it to reveal the text, then it has to be the same color underneath. You'll see you can't see the text now, and that's why it's a reveal. But all you would have to do is change the color of that text to something different. By the way, these are the ugliest color combinations on planet Earth ever. They're disgusting. You can also change the color of the video highlight boxes, and then you can actually change this text to whatever you want. It says subscribe, but you could just change it to your name or your brand, whatever you want. And that is it. Pretty customizable. Gives your end screen a little, pizzazz. Little pizzazz. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. I hope you enjoy my new end screen, and I hope some of that is of some use to you. I will see you next week.
Hey everyone, and welcome to my end screen. Here you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure to turn on alerts, ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. You can check out some of my films here, or click on this other thing that I have linked out to. Bye!